Welcome to my channel, and for today's video, we'll be talking about the body positivity movement. This current trend was initially launched for all the good reasons. If we look at the definition, it tells us that this advocacy promotes a positive view of all bodies, regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, and physical abilities. In other words, this social movement is all-encompassing and inclusive of all body types, while encouraging people to embrace their physical imperfections and flaws. Sounds about right. I mean, what could go wrong with this positive advocacy? Well, it was all good until the fat acceptance community began kicking out people who do not align with their ideology. The initial cause of the body positivity movement seems to be overwhelmed by the fat acceptance community, and this new version of body positivity now includes only fat people.
This is so sick and fucking twisted! Sick and twisted!
So if Winnie Harlow wants to join the body positivity movement by empowering people with vitiligo and other skin disorders, she won't be accepted into it, because she is not fat. She needs to be fat to advocate body positivity. Even Lizzie Velasquez, the influencer who was born with a rare congenital disease, and who has been constantly promoting self-love and anti-bullying, isn't allowed to join the movement because she is not fat.
I am so sick of skinny people, and I mean that genuinely. I am fucking sick of skinny people. Every day there's a new trend on this app that thin people are using to validate their thinness, and I find it so funny because is that all you have going for you? Because if all you have going for you is that you're not fat, that doesn't make you any better or any more pretty or more attractive or healthier or superior.
Thin people take everything.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. I hate skinny people. You guys are just mad because you're literally the beauty standard. You have everything going your way, and I could still fuck your man.
So much for inclusivity and embracing your own physical imperfections. So to say that the fat activists have gone too far is an understatement. What used to be a positive movement seeking to eliminate the social stigma of obesity has now turned into a hateful and toxic activism that is actually doing more harm than good. When you're obese, it's okay to accept your body and even proudly flaunt it. We're all for that. But when you try to blatantly convince people that obesity is healthy and promote unhealthy lifestyle, that's when the advocacy becomes harmful, because people, especially the young, will have the wrong notion that binge eating and sedentary lifestyle are okay.
In case no one has told you this, you do not have to lose weight to be healthy. You do not have to lose weight to be fit. You do not have to be thinner to live a fulfilling life. You do not have to track your calories every day. Fat is not bad.
Welcome to a day in the life of a fat activist. I start the day off feeding my cat some treats. Then I took a bath because I am far too lazy to stand and need to preserve all the calories that I can for the day. Then I filmed some TikToks, making sure to glorify obesity and show everyone how cool and trendy it is to be fat. On my way to the doctor's, I stopped at Dunkin' and got the sugariest coffee possible and ate 24 donuts.
Always get the sugariest coffee and eat 24 donuts for breakfast. Got it.
At the doctor, I made sure he knew that I knew more than him, and I berated him over any medical advice or testing he wanted to do.
Then why even bother going to the doctor then? You just burned 5 calories by walking into the doctor's office. That's not good for you.
After that, I headed to my yoga class, where instead of taking the class, I sat in the back and yelled at everyone, telling them to stop exercising and to get fat instead.
Welp, you just burned another 5 calories by walking into the yoga class?
Because being skinny is bad. Cheers. Stay fat, y'all.
Of course, fat influencers will tell you that they are perfectly healthy, even when they're not. No matter how ludicrous their claims may be, there's still the fact that obesity is a massive issue within the health system. At least 2.8 million people die each year due to obesity-related chronic illnesses: stroke, heart attack, kidney failure, fatty liver, gallstones, diabetes, and many others. Of course, people of different body types are also vulnerable to these health problems. But obesity increases the risk for developing these medical conditions. And if the fat activists keep on promoting obesity for the years to come, we could only expect the global obesity rate to balloon up to 51% by 2035. By that time, the total cost of treating obesity-related illnesses will be an estimated $4 trillion per year. which is about how much the COVID-19 pandemic cost the world in healthcare expenses in 2020. Unless we put a stop to this delusional ideology that obesity is healthy, this future where half of the world would be obese is very imminent. If you think the fat activists are done, then you're wrong. Fat influencers don't only promote obesity, but they also discourage other people to lose weight. Yep. You heard that right. They would go on social media and try to bully anyone who are trying to lose weight. And if they find you documenting your weight loss journey, be prepared to be called fat-phobic. Just like this guy who shared a side-by-side video of him before and after losing weight.
Jenny grew up wild like a Blackfoot.
And since the fat acceptance community finds it offensive for anyone to post their weight loss journey, this woman went on and called him fat-phobic. In response, the guy said he's losing weight for his health, which only makes sense, because taking care of yourself and watching your health is indicative of self-love. But what the woman had to say in response will have you in stitches.
To pray for me, and don't act like I'm out of touch. What's out of touch is thinking that losing weight brings you closer to health.
Look at the hashtag she used on her video response. Anti-diet. Really? Apparently, you are a certified fat-phobic. If one, you are not fat. And second, if you try to lose weight. Remember when Rebel Wilson had a drastic weight loss, and publicly said how she's super confident that she's in a good shape, and how she's been treated differently? Well, people called her fat-phobic for that. How about this Instagram influencer named Rosie Blair, who simply wants to celebrate her weight loss, and just happy that she can now wipe her own butt? Again, you can't just celebrate simple achievements such as losing weight, because Fat Girl Flo will write a lengthy blog about you being an ableist. Well, you don't need to read the entire blog article. In context, Fat Girl Flo is offended that an ex-obese lady has successfully shed off some pounds and is now able to wipe her own butt. And what cracked me up the most is when she wrote how proud she is that she cannot wipe her own butt because, you know, she can't make the reach due to those flabby fats on the way. And since Rosie can no longer be called fat, she has to go. I mean, that's the rule within the body positivity movement, right? Well, say no more, because Rosie voluntarily left the community and vowed to focus on her weight loss goals instead. Way to go, girl. Rosie Blair is only one of those plus-size influencers who have leaned towards weight loss. After the death of Brittany Sauer, the TikTok star, who is very prominent in the fat acceptance community, her fellow influencers seem to have faced the reality that being morbidly obese can be deadly, especially when Brittany's last video was her talking about how she regretted living an unhealthy lifestyle and not taking care of her health.
I ruined my life with food, binge eating, and lack of self-care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time. I couldn't even probably go check the mail right now. Between, you know, the growth I have in my fupa, so not my apron, but my pelvic region. It's about 30-40 pounds now, and I can't wear my leggings or shorts anymore. I'm out of breath constantly. You know, and I wish I knew the cost of eating. I wish I knew the cost of the comfort at the time that I was seeking. And I just want this to be a warning to other people that just need to hear the hard truth, you know, that if you keep it up and you keep, you know, gaining and not taking care of yourself and moving around and doing what you need to do, you know, your health is going to decline, possibly. You know, this is my experience, but, you know, my health declined. You know, there's just a lot that is taken away from me, and I want you to know that it's not worth it. Food's not worth your life, and I really hope that I can turn it around this time, because it's really scary how bad things can get.
She has been dealing with type 2 diabetes, breathing difficulty, and cellulitis due to obesity. She was only 28 years old when she passed away. Brittany wasn't the only fat influencers who have recently passed away. Mukbang star Waffler 69 died of heart attack at age 33. Fat activist Kat Posey died in her sleep at age 42. And reality star Jamie Lopez lost her life aged 37 from heart complications. Watching these fat activists die at a young age, some plus-size influencers are left to decide whether to follow suit or change themselves to live longer. Besides, Brittany said it best.
I ruined my life with food, binge eating, and lack of self-care.
If you still believe that being morbidly obese is healthy, you need to listen to what this TikTok influencer has to say. TikToker Sarah in all sizes started as a fat influencer before she realized that body positivity is not just about accepting your body, but taking care of it as well. So she decided to lose weight and began encouraging other people to eat healthy and exercise.
This is something that I've wanted to touch on, but I'm very hesitant to do it because I don't want it to seem like I'm attacking the plus size community, because I'm not. I have identified with the plus size community my entire life. I feel like I still am a part of the plus size community, even though I may not necessarily be plus size anymore. But there's this thing that can happen, and I think it's a very small part of the plus size community that kind of ostracizes you for losing weight, makes you feel guilty for losing weight, and it sucks.
It really sucks because they blatantly associate losing weight to fat phobia.
The reason behind it is that the plus size community is very much like, I love my body just the way it is. I don't need to change it. I'm beautiful. And that's 100% true. The issue is that when you then lose weight, it's viewed as you hated your body. You did it because you hated your body. You did it because you think you look better now. I personally did it because for me, being plus size was not healthy. I was digging myself into an early grave. There's kind of this sense of feeling like you betrayed your community, and some people help perpetuate that feeling, and that really sucks because you're already going through such an identity crisis. To then have the people that once felt safe to you ostracize you for trying to make a better choice for yourself, it fucking sucks.
Besides, isn't that what the body positivity movement is all about? That it focuses on the appreciation of the functionality and health of the human body.
But here's the thing. The people who are in your life for the right reasons are going to do everything that they can to make you feel supported and loved through this very, very hard process. Sometimes you just gotta cut people out of your life because they are not there for you to support you.
Let me reiterate that the fat acceptance community isn't generally atrocious. Accepting a bigger body and loving yourself the way you are is one thing. However, hating thin people and getting offended by people trying to lose weight is a different thing. And unfortunately, the fat acceptance community is now notoriously known for the latter. Has the fat acceptance movement gone too far? What do you think? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.